Out here, the mountains don't care about you.
This place doesn't echo.
They test you, break you.
We are
And if you're lucky, if you wait long enough, they might just reveal their secrets.
You can barely breathe.
This is Kamchatka.
We're committed to do whatever it takes now. It's been brutal.
A story that changes forever.